I cannot argue with God about his timing. God really did prepare me for this, and I think it's the hardest thing I've ever walked through in my life, but knowing that I need to trust him, that he knew how many days Mr. Van had, and they were up, and mine aren't. When I was 10 years old, I lost a good friend. We had been at Pioneer Girls, a kids club, and we rode our bikes home together. I threw my bike down on the grass and said, "See you tomorrow, Karen." Except I never did see her again. She passed away later that evening. This was really my first encounter with death. I think I began to process eternal life at that point. I had become a believer in Jesus at the age of 7, but this experience really brought me face to face with how my decision about life affected death. A few months later, I was challenged about whether I would choose for Jesus to become the person in charge of my life forever. My King, my Lord. This meant I needed to be willing to let him be my guide and to be in charge of all of my life forever. I didn't realize how serious this decision really was, how much it had probably been influenced by Karen's death, and what the future implications of that choice would be. Over the years, as I faced growing up and growing older, experiencing both joy and sorrow, I have had to choose again and again to give my life to Jesus as my King, to continue to believe that he knows what is best for me. He knows the big picture of my life and also of his plans for his church. So I am already living my eternal life on earth, and how I live that life to honor him is so important. He's preparing me for the second phase of my eternal life to be lived in heaven with him. And one day at a time, he enables me to choose to live with hope amidst all the joy and sorrow as I watch and wait for his glorious return.